All right, and I think we are live there. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sports. My name's Cal, and I am the one who is going to be taking you through this seemingly, kind of random and out there game between Cheetahs and Zebra. I mean, it's been a young minute since the last time we saw the Cheetahs play. Well, oh my God. Go away. Adverts on YouTube. Wonderful. So yeah. So I honestly I don't even remember the last time I saw the Cheetahs play rugby. So that's that's a whole thing. Uh, so it'll be interesting. I'm like looking through their lineups. Obviously Zebre, they've been playing in the URC. I wouldn't say they've been fantastic. Um, but they have been exciting for the most part. They've scored quite a lot of tries. They've only got one win, and of course, it's against the Sharks, because naturally, the Sharks basically lose to everyone at this point. Um, so, past form for Zebra has not been fantastic. It's been pretty bad, but at least they've broken their huge loss streak. And they got a loss, and then I think they picked up a draw straight after that. I think that was against Dragon. No, it wasn't. I can't remember who they got the draw against. But anyway, so as I was saying, the Cheetahs lineup, I think I recognized two players of the entire 23, which is very strange because I used to recognize all of the Cheetahs players. And I believe that Francois Steyn is head coach now of the Cheetahs, if I'm not mistaken, which, a Springbok legend. It's certainly going to help. And then they've got another Springbok legend who, at this point, he's got one foot in the grave, basically, in Ruan Pienaar. He's getting on, but he's still a bloody good player. But let's quickly go through the lineups. We've got about six odd minutes until the game starts. We'll start with Zebre because actually there'll be some names you probably recognize in this team. Going 1 to 15 and then 16 to 23. We got Danilo Fischetti, Luca Bigi, and Juan Manuel Pitanari in the front row. Then Dave Sisi and Andrea Zambonin locking it down. Then with Giacomo Ferrari, Jacopo Bianchi, and Giovanni Licata in the back row, with Alessandro Fusco and Tiff Eden. To be honest, I don't even know who Tiff Eden is. So there are some new names that I haven't seen in the Zebra team as well. And then for the backfield, we've got Simone Chesi at 11, Franco Smith at 12, Luca Morisi at 13, Jacopo Trula at 14, and Geronimo, oh my God, that's a hard name, Prisciantelli. That's not an easy surname. That's going to be interesting during the match. Prisciantelli. Hopefully I can get that right. And then onto the replacements, you got Gianpietro Ribaldi, Luca Rizzoli, Matteo Nocera, Guido Volpi, Tiana Fox Matamua, Gonzalo Garcia, Fetuli Paya, and Jake Poledri at number 23. Then, if we look at the Cheetahs lineup, and I will literally point out everyone I recognize. Number 1, you got Skulk Ferreira, one of the players I know. He played for the Kings for a while, I believe. Manus van der Merwe at hooker and Lawrence Victor at number 3. Rainier Bernardo and Victor Sekeketi at in the locking pairing. Gideon van der Merwe, Friedel Olivier, and Jeandre Rudolph. Don't recognize any of them. So it could be quite interesting seeing a bunch of players I don't know and see how they go. Then the talisman of this team, you kind of have to believe, in Ruan Pienaar at 9. I actually don't know how old he is now. He must be approaching 40. George Lawrence at 10. Cohen Jasper at 11. Reynard Fortain at 12. Ivadi Boshoff at 13. Siba Ramlase. I'm assuming it's going to be a hard X. And then Tapiwa Mafura at 15, with Louis van der Westhuizen, Aluluto Chakweni, Henkes van Veek, Carl Wegner, Daniel Martens, Sibabalo Koma, Rewan Kruger, and Ali Mgjima make up the reserves for the Cheetahs. And we are not far away from the game now. So let me make sure my stream is actually working. It probably won't right until the game starts, knowing the streaming site I use. Um, Actually, that's a total lie. I use perfectly legal um, legal sites. Um, so quite a small, well, I suppose in comparison to the other games that are happening this weekend, from a South African perspective, especially, this is quite a small game. We know this doesn't, really play into any other competitions. It's not like the URC teams are really impacted by this game. Um, so welcome to the 16 of you watching us. Do drop in the chat where you're watching from, who you think's going to win, how you think this Cheetahs side will go after not playing for so long, and just any questions or anything. Put down some score predictions for me, and we'll see how we go. And also, if you actually know any of these Cheetahs players, let me know who they are, and tell me something about them. I know very little about this Cheetahs side, so clue me in. And then if you haven't caught up with any of the rest of the channel throughout this morning, and then on for the rest of the day, we are also doing sevens. I will be back later on in this afternoon to do some sevens as well. Some good games coming up later on. And then also, it's a full weekend of rugby. I think we're launching football as well this weekend, so there is tons of content on the channel for you guys to go and watch. And it seems like this stream is not appearing, which is not ideal. So yeah, drop those comments in the chat, everybody. Also, big thanks to our sponsors, BOYLESPORTS, and also BITDEFENDER, both providing you with a bit of internet security and also, your betting platform if you are that way inclined. And there are definitely some good deals on BOYLESPORTS at the moment, so do check it out. The game is about to start, and the stream is just not having it. Let me try. Oh, come on. One of the hardest things is actually getting to what's UVA player, but it's not on there. I am trying this through a website called VIP Box, and sometimes it starts a bit delayed, but this one is not even showing it. So we might be struggling for a stream here, although it says it should be on here. So just bear with us, guys. We will get there as soon as possible. This is not ideal. But what I will do in the meantime is keep looking. I'm going to look, see if it's on any of the other streaming sites as well. So one problem with these kind of smaller games is they're not as preferred. All right, let's go to, let's try this one. But if it's not showing on the main TV channels, that's very worrying. Oh, hang on, we might be in a bit of luck here. Yep, got it. Noise. Ooh, is that Zebra's kit? It looks like Zebra are playing in pink if this is the right game. And it is. Got the game. So we're underway, guys. It was Zebra to kick off to the Cheetahs. So Cheetahs will be just outside their 22 here. So Ruan Pinot is going to feed to the big men, and you'll hear a lot less name calling from me, and because of just so many new names. I'll probably call out numbers as well, and then using the team lineup, try and slowly engage the names. Pinar with a box kick gets it about halfway, and it is Brisciantelli who takes that well. Cheetahs do try to get over the ruck here, but Zebra have managed to maintain it. I like that kit. It's good. Oh, it's a loose ball, and the fly-half has managed to gather it. He passes over the top, but the winger just can't get his hands up to it, and that is Jesse at number 11, and the ball goes into touch. So I believe that will be a Cheetahs throw into the first line out of the game, 1 minute in. And yeah, get those comments in, guys. Get the score predictions and everything. And it's good to see the Cheetahs trying to. Well, actually, no, it's good to see the Cheetahs. Well, Cheetahs. Oh, there's a straight line break here. The big number 8 goes through, passes off to his number 12, and they are up to the Zebre 12 to the Zebre 5 meter line. And it was big Reynard Fortin who made the run off Giandre Rudolph there. Pinot, they're going to the left. A big carry there from Bernardo. They are still on the 5 meter line, but they're applying the pressure here. They do have a big team, and it's Friedel Olafir. Oh, this is good. Mafura takes it to the line. They'll have to release him. He's on his knees. Zebre, I would argue, didn't release there. Pinar recycles again, goes to the number 4, Bernardo. And they're going to look to bash it up with these big forwards they've got. Olivier. Oh, and there's definitely in the side. The Cheetahs get the penalty. And I believe it was for not rolling away. And considering that's a really good and fast-paced start there from the Cheetahs. And yeah, so just obstructing the Cheetahs players from being able to secure their own ball there. But it was a great break from the big number 8, Rudolph, Jeandre Rudolph, who passed it off to his inside centre, Fortin. And it looks like Ruan Pina will be the one who is taking the kicking duties. And I tell you what, I haven't seen an orange kit like the Cheetahs in a long time. All right, well, Pina will take the first points of the game, and it is 3-0 to the Cheetahs. Como Cheetahs, dos cabritas. Yeah, you'll probably hear at some point or many points during this game my funny but terrible Afrikaans accent. Okay, because I'm very English, and let's be honest, it's quite fun to speak in an Afrikaans accent. I can like to speak English. So Cheetahs ahead very early on in this game, and it will be the fly half, Tiff Eden, to kick off. They go deep again, taken well by the Cheetahs, and it's again the big number 8, Rudolph, who carries in. Cheetahs will look to box kick through Ruan Pinar here. I don't know, that's enough. Guys, just let me know if you can hear the commentary of the game in the background, and I will turn it down. Good touch finder there from Ruan Pinar, brings play up to about halfway between the 50 meter and the Cheetahs 10. So Luca Bigi's first throw in of the game, the Italian hooker. And he'll want to certainly set a good platform for Zebre so they can get their attacking game going. They go to the middle, and it's a good take. And there's a chip over the top here from the number 9, Fusco. It's been decently gathered by the Cheetahs now. It was allowed to bounce, but Amlase managed to pick it up. Oh, that's a spot tackle there. Brilliant from the big number 3, Pitinari. And it is Lawrence who launches a huge high bomb onto the number 11, Cohen Gasper. No, not Simone Kessi. So it's now inside Zebra's half. They're inside their own 10 meter. So they're going to have to do some trundling up with the forwards here. About 5 minutes gone in this game so far. And the Cheetahs showing some really decent play so far. Their control, he's definitely picked that up a little bit. Yeah, he's definitely, he should have played him. All right, so it is Lawrence who's hanging back. He gathers well. He is met by Kessie, who tackles him. So they're now essentially exchanged places on the field. We're now inside the Cheetahs half, almost on their 22. Not scrappy, not the greatest of passes. It's scrappy from the Cheetahs. Now they're inside their 22, but it is taken back in. They cannot kick directly to touch. And it's Pinar to clear. And he's kicked it directly out. And that should be all the way back. They did take it back into their own 22. And I'm surprised at that. He definitely carried that back. But I must admit that Zebra kit is, I don't know why. I do like a pink kit. I do like a pink kit. And this Cheetahs kit, oh god, Konica Minolta. Now that's a brand I haven't heard of in a long time. Um, but yeah, no, that Cheetahs kind of style of kit, that almost burnt orange, is certainly an interesting one, and I haven't seen it for a long time. It's good to see the Cheetahs playing again. Excuse me. Fabio Rosselli, the head coach of Zebre Palmer. So it's BG's second throw of the game, and you'd imagine they'd probably go to the middle again or the back, try to set up a really. Yeah, they go to they go to the front, but they tracked back a little bit. So the maul isn't moving currently. You'd imagine they'll be told to use it soon. It's moving now. Maul goes to ground, and Fusco steps in. And it looks like he's going to go back to Tiff Eden. No, he doesn't. He decides to go for his forwards in Bianchi. And the Cheetahs do really well to stop him and push him back a few meters. But then the Cheetahs can see the penalty, really letting Zebre off there and will grant them a bit of field position. And then it's Hawis Furi, the head coach of the Cheetahs. The Cheetahs. One of my favorite things is to just say names and things wrong. Just completely change the word so it doesn't make sense. So you probably hear that occasionally as well. All right, so Zebre do take field position and they get a decent kick into the Cheetahs half. Very good kick, actually. They're almost up to the 5-meter line. Brilliant kick there from Tiff Eden. Tiff Eden sounds like a Kiwi name. And Luca Bigi will set the line out again. And I imagine they'll try a rolling maul here. 7.5 minutes into this game. They do. They set the maul. Cheetahs will look to challenge it. It's moving sideways more than forwards. They are getting a little bit of forward ball. No, it's getting very... Bigi breaks off the back. It was going trundling towards the touchline, so they had to stop and break it off. Then you got Fusco, who's going to feed his big forwards into the center. And it's their number 8, Licata. Fusco decides to not dart himself. And there's good interplay here from the forwards, although they've lost it and the Cheetahs have stolen it back. So Pinar will look to clear their lines here, and that's a really, really good steal there from the Cheetahs under considerable pressure. And Pinar does clear. He's just found touch, just inside the 22, so not the greatest kick. He had more height than distance on that one, but certainly good to get the ball away. The Zebre were looking threatening there. A lot of untied shoelaces for this Cheetahs side. They need to. It's the second player down tying his shoelaces. So Biji's got another liner on the Cheetahs 22. Didn't look straight for me, but it comes off the top and the Cheetahs get it back. And you'll probably see there's a cat climbing on me. So I think she just wants to sit on my lap. Right, tail down, sit. Yeah. And it's sloppy it's very sloppy here from the Zebre in the backfield, but their fullback, Prisciantelli, manages to get it. And he's made some good ground after that shambles at the back, and the Cheetahs almost got their hands on it. They make their way up to the 10-meter line of the Cheetahs, and then the Cheetahs concede a penalty. Good little nimble footwork there from the fullback of no, not fullback of Zebre. It was Jacopo Truia. Yeah, probably Truia. I think double L. They don't fully pronounce the L's. I really should know that, but yeah. So they go for the corner. 10 minutes into this half, and yeah, I really like that kit. Really nice. That must have been interesting. Cat climbing up over the back of the chair. So Zebre have a line out on the 22. They throw to the front this time and set them all. Cheetahs will look to just stall it. It is moving forwards though. Cheetahs are trying to now. There's a good break off to the side of that maul there, and Zebre have got it. They are trundling forwards, about halfway up to the try line now. They are going to have to use it through, and Fusco goes blind to his winger Truia. who is forced sideways, and they are forced out. Good defense there from the Cheetahs, and it will be a throw into the Cheetahs, I believe. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Interesting. Potentially that wasn't taken out because it was laid back by the winger, but potentially before he got pulled out. So certainly a potential that is actually it is a zebra line out. Okay, I was going to question that myself. So Luca Bigi has an opportunity fairly close to the try line. I say about 10 meters out to get that rolling maul going again. They go to the front. They set the maul. Just as rinse and repeat now. The Cheetahs look to have got it initially countered. Going up there? But it's now not going anywhere. So Fusco out to the 12 on it's sloppy but quick hands goes well. The fullback out to the winger, and he's not managed to get to the corner. It's a great tackle on his by opposite number, Kamlashe. But good attack there from Zebre. Just didn't have the pace to get around the winger. Cristiantelli. Oh, and it's Simone Hesi who just can't make it to the line, stretches out an arm, but also drops it cold in the tackle. So it will be a penalty back and back about 10 meters out on the right hand side of the pitch, and Zebre will go to the line out again. You got to think, this is a potential 9, 12 points they've turned down if they get all those kicks. So they really need to start, putting something on the board here. So Bigi throws to the front again. They're going to set the maul again. Cheetahs will look to try and counter it in exactly the same way. And they have so far. The maul is stationary now. It does break off, which in this scenario is not such a great thing. And yeah, exactly. That's 12 points given, not taken by Zebre, and they've lost the ball. Cheetahs defending very well against these rolling mauls. Well, I say rolling mauls. They're definitely not rolling mauls at this point. They're very stationary mauls. And we are about, 15 minutes in? We are 13 and a half minutes into the game, and it's 3-0. Is this the first scrum of the game? This might be the first scrum of the game. Actually, I don't know. I think it is. I think this might be the first scrum of the game. So this will be interesting. Cheetahs used to have a very strong scrum, so we'll see how they go now. No, I guess we won't. There's a free kick to the Cheetahs here for, I believe, early engagement. Yeah, pre-engaged. Big number 3, Pitinari, engaged early, and that'll be a free kick for Ruan Pinot to get them out of their 22 and gain some field position, gain some territory. They've been rather under the cosh since that first, say, 4 minutes when they were up in the Zebre 22 and got the first penalty over. Luca Bigi, another lineout. He's been busy in this first 15 minutes with his lineouts. He goes to the back. It's not taken cleanly, but it does come down. And it's number 13, Luca Marisi, who takes it midfield. Fusco out the back. Oh, and it's dropped cold. Cheetahs have picked it up. Cheetahs have picked it up. They're just outside their own 10. They're playing wide this time. Although there are only forwards out there. Oh, it's a good step there from number 6. And that's Gideon van der Merwe. Good step there on him. And they're into Zebra's half now. I think that's Victor Sekakete. And then it is George Lawrence who taps it over the top. Is that a 50-22? No, it's not a 50-22, purely because they took it back into their own half. But a good kick there from the Cheetahs fly half. Takes play right up to Zebra's 22. I tell you what, Zebre will need to get that maul right if they're going to keep using it. So, Lukabiji called upon again. And this time it's a cleaner line out. They don't maul it. They go back to their 10, Tiff Eden, who launches a very long kick downfield. It doesn't go out, though. And it's a chance for Mafura to launch a bomb for his winger to chase in Cohen Jasper. It's well taken there by Tiff Eden, who breaks one tackle, passes inside to one of his big forwards, and they are up to the to the halfway where the Cheetahs concede a penalty. The Cheetahs are giving away quite a few penalties here, and I think they're quite lucky, to be honest, that Zebre haven't gone for poles at all, because they could see themselves quite on the end of a at least a 9-point deficit. So, Tiff Eden will kick down, and it is a pretty decent kick. He's got it fairly close to that corner, considering he was on the halfway line, but fairly close to the touch line. It's a very good kick from Tiff Eden. Lukabiji for about his 800th throw in the line out, and they decide to go very quickly to the front, but it's knocked on by the onrushing player, and the Cheetahs have another get out of jail free. Zebre just awful in this kind of danger area. Just cannot get it going. And now it looks like Ron Pino will feed his fly half, who will then clear their lines. But Zebre really are poor. Their accuracy here is shocking. And they're gonna. I mean, I don't think they're gonna get hammered because they're keeping the pressure up, but then doing nothing with it. The Cheetahs are defending well, but also, they're not exactly being made to work particularly hard to defend their line because Zebre are just very kind of boring. BG, another line out. Must be into double digits now. They go to the middle. They set them all again, but they go quickly out the back behind it and attack it through the midfield through Maurici. And at the back of the maul, Fusco has dropped it and knocked it on. So, scrum halfway, or no, actually not quite halfway, on the Cheetahs 10. Scrum Cheetahs 10 on the Cheetahs 10. And it will be Cheetahs ball. And guys, let me know if what do you guys think of how Zebre are playing at the moment? I honestly think, have they been playing like this against, say, the Bulls? They are getting absolutely slaughtered. I mean, they would anyway, but still. The Bulls are playing so well at the moment. So the scrum is set. Hopefully, we actually get a completed scrum here, and it's the I say that penalty's gone the wrong way. The Cheetahs get the penalty here. Yeah, I'd say that's gone the wrong way, but okay. And so Rowan Pienaar will have the clearance, and they will get into Zebra's half. Hopefully, they can stay there. If you guys are watching the game, listen to the commentary on the actual game, and the name pronunciations are really, really funny. Really funny. So Cheetahs will have a line out just outside the Zebre 22. We are now a quarter of the way through this match. The Cheetahs rise high. All right, okay. So another ball has found its way onto the field. So the referee has to stop the game and restart. I'm assuming with another line out. So it seems that this is the point where I think who's number 4? Rainier Bernardo is down, getting some treatment. Looks like on his eye. So there is a break in play. It's also, maybe it's a water break. I feel like unless it's really hot, water breaks just I don't get it. Like unless you're literally playing like, say, World Cup France, how hot it was at that point, then yes, water breaks are fair. But like in this, why? That's why half time is a thing. Then because then that's about conditioning. Cheetahs just managed to win their own line out. It goes over the jumper, but then it falls to the big prop at the back in Lawrence Victor. But Zebre get the penalty, not releasing on the floor. The Cheetahs will be annoyed there. That's the first time they've had an attacking opportunity in Zebre's half, and just like Zebre, they kind of squander it poorly. Tiff Eden will look for a big touch finder here, as he's been getting throughout the game, and that's a good touch finder. He is very good at working with very little angle. Takes play back inside the Cheetahs half. Tiff Eden's good. BG throws to the middle. Didn't look like they actually knew what was going on there. So Fusco has to dive on it because the ball's been kind of slapped back. And then they've lost it. They've lost it in that ruck. And I'm not even sure how. The Cheetahs fly half. Lawrence hacks it downfield. It's gone all the way into the 22. And Prisciantelli marks and then launches his own kick downfield. Lawrence is under it. He's going to launch a bomb for Jasper to chase. Jasper tries to get up, doesn't. Fusco taps it back for his fly half. Tiff Eden. Fusco takes it out the back again. There, he dummies and goes, but he's met by a couple of forwards. And Cheetahs might have this here. No. The winger, Jesse, does manage to strip it and get up with it. He's managed to actually save the ball for Zebre here. Fusco feeds his big forwards inside for a bit of truck and trundle. And it looks like they may set for a box kick here. Forwards coming over, extending their legs out the back. Excuse me. It's been a long 2 days. And Fusco launches a high ball. Mafura comes forward. Mafura comes forward and takes it. And that is Bernardo who attacks the line. And it's an advantage to the Cheetahs. They're on halfway. And Bernardo looks like he's done himself a mischief there. Oh, this is better from the Cheetahs. They're getting some continuity on the ball in attack here. Pienaar feeds his big forwards inside. And that, I believe, is number 2, Manus van der Merwe. Pienaar again to Lawrence. Lawrence dinks it over the top. And it's very well picked up by Prisciantelli, but it is a penalty, so they will come back for that. And I wonder if Pienaar still has a decent kick on him in terms of range. So it's a pretty big kick. It's a good 52 meters. And it's a very good take off that kick from Mafura. And he's then kind of rattled by Licata. But he had come down, so that's not what the penalty is for. And it looks like Rainier Bernardo might have done himself a little bit of a uncomfort here. And also, it is Jacopo Bianchi who's down, getting some treatment as well as Tiff Eden getting his what I can only assume is his hamstring strapped. So there's a bit of a niggle going around the Zebre camp as well as the Cheetahs. Actually, you can tell they're kind of the Cheetahs have. It's been a while, but you can see the kind of disconnect in Zebre. They've got good players, but they are just. Yeah, so Octavia thinks that Cheetahs will win. With the way that Zebre are playing, yeah, I tend to agree with you, Octavia. Not because the Cheetahs are doing that much, but because Zebre are just squandering everything. And so Pienaar will kick to the line. He does get it deep into the Zebre half and into their 22 as well. Good kick there from Pienaar, just inside Zebre's 22. A good place for an attacking platform. It was a penalty, so they've got their line out. And this time it is Marnus van der Merwe throwing. They do set the maul, and it's much better attacking maul than Zebra's was. They've moved forward about 5 meters. They're still going, slowly moving forwards. They're going to have to use it now. Pinar does. Goes out to Fortain. Pinar again. Out to Bernardo. Oh, there's crossing there. And it'll be a penalty. And that's just lack of communication for the Cheetahs. But again, this I suppose for the Cheetahs, they have an excuse. They have not had much game time between them. So that, at least there's an excuse for that. But Zebre, they're in the URC. They've been playing, 8 games now? Like, their fluidity should be there. So they'll be frustrated. I don't think Tiff Eden's been playing much in the URC so far. I think. I haven't watched many of Zebra's games, to be honest, except when they beat the Sharks, obviously. So Luca Bigi, another line out to go. They're inside their own 10-meter line here. They might look to set a maul, just not to truck it up, but so they can set a box kick. They go to the front. They do set the maul. Make it back to Bigi. Bigi's going to take it out the back and go to Marisi. Marisi bumps one. Sorry, it's not Marisi, it's Franco Smith. The ball is still up, and he's got his knee down now, so they have to release him. And there's a penalty there. They were told to release the player, and they never did. And penalty. Yep, again, the Cheetahs are kind of just giving them an easy exit. Both these teams just not clinical. And you can tell that there's some back to match day fatigue and quite a few niggles. Like as I was saying, there are quite a few niggles being passed around both of these teams. There's constantly at every break of play at least one player down from each team. I'm still very surprised that Rampino is still playing rugby. Did Zebra kick backwards? No, but it wasn't exactly the greatest kick, put it that way. Zebra will clear. This will bring play just outside the Cheetahs 22. And Cheetahs will look to, if it's a maul, which constantly seems to be going that way, Cheetahs will look to defend it exactly how they have been so far. Bigi will throw to the middle, I imagine. Nope, go to the front. And it's the maul's well defended, so they have to pass Fusco out to Franco Smith. Fusco again resets to Bigi. And it's loose. And the Cheetahs come over the top, but Zebre have managed to maintain it. Fusco. Marisi. Out to Tiff Eden. Tiff Eden to Jesse. Or Jesse. And hand in the face there, but Jesse's done well to wriggle around in there and get himself free. Fusco feeds the forwards in the midfield. Then they go to Tiff Eden. Franco Smith over the top. And it's not a great pass, but it is Truya who's done well there to evade his opposite man. But they're losing ground. Fusco goes to his big forwards in Pitinari. And there's a penalty there for not rolling away. And you got to feel for him because he couldn't. Fusco has gone on his own here, and he's gone through a great run. He's got all the way to the 22, where and there's a knock-on advantage from the Cheetahs, who tried to dive forwards while it was being passed. But he's got all the way to the 22 here, and it's a big dummy there from the number 4, which is Dave Cece. Oh, and there's going to be a card here for the Cheetahs. And it'll be the number 3, Lawrence Victor, with the yellow card here. And it's, what's it for? I think it was just too many penalties. I don't think it was player specific. But but a great little snipe there from Fusco. And come on, they have to go for poles here, surely. Or because now there's a yellow card, will they look to play with a man down? I'd go for a scrum here. Nope, they will finally take a kick at poles. 30th minute, and they're finally taking a shot at the goal. So the Cheetahs will be so the Cheetahs will be down to 14 men for most of the rest of this half. And they'll be happy if, if either they'll be happy they're not gonna go for the scrum here. I would have gone scrum. Take on either a 7-man scrum or an 8-man scrum, but then you've got an extra man in the back line. So it's an interesting call. This is when I would have not taken the points, but there are so many points at times they should have. So Tiff Eden, he's lined it up, and he's got it. They level the match at exactly 30 minutes into the game. So Tiff Eden levels the scores. Um, yeah, lack of high level match fitness. Um, yeah, no, I agree with you there, Sean. They are certainly showing the um, the lack of that kind of high level match fitness. But Zebre are just showing absolutely nothing at the moment. So Cheetahs kick off through Pinar. He's kicked very close to that left-hand touchline. It's been fielded well by Fusco. They're going to use their forwards to set the platform. Fusco's got it at the back of this ruck. He's calling his forwards in so that they can set the platform for him to box kick. It is outside of the 22, so he can't kick dead. No, he doesn't. He passes back to Tiff Eden, who launches a cross kick. Oh, and I tell you what, it somehow worked. And Jesse's got it. He's run forward. He kicked it through. And this brings play just outside the Cheetahs 22. That shouldn't have worked, but it's kind of pulled off. It's kind of worked for them. Cheetahs do now have it. Pinar has it under control at the back of the ruck. He passes to his forwards, Bernardo, who's stopped very quickly. Pinar again. This time I think he will box kick. And does so. Pinar launches a high one. Infield this time, kind of, and Tiff Eden's come forward really well and claimed that. Then kind of throws a loose pass, but it's not. It's been picked up by Zebre. They're on halfway at the moment. Fusco definitely offside there from the Cheetahs, but not been noticed from Bernardo. And they swing it wide to the winger, but with a looping pass, and the Cheetahs get a penalty with a looping pass. They really sold Tria down the river there. He was kind of just coming down when he caught it, and it was not a great pass from Prisciantelli. Jasper was all over him and didn't have any kind of chance to stay on his feet until the rest of his support arrived. So Cheetahs will kick for the corner. Excuse me. And the Cheetahs will look to play as much of this yellow card with the ball in their hands. So it'll be a line out to the Cheetahs, and the Cheetahs look like they're going to make some subs already. This might be due to the yellow card to their front rower. So it is Aluto Shaqueni who's coming on, and Skulk Ferreira who's gone off. That's interesting. So that's a direct replacement. Interesting. Yeah, it looks like he might have a bit of an injury there, Skulk Ferreira. And they set the maul off the line out to the Cheetahs. Zebre defending this one much better than the previous. It's very stationary at the moment. Pinar feeds his number 12, Fortain. Fortain runs into contact. And there's a penalty for not releasing. And I'm not so sure about that. I think the referee's been harsh on Zebre there. And I can only imagine that Ruan Pinar will definitely be slotting this over. No, referee's exactly right. He did not release the tackle. The tackler did not release at any point. Yeah. So my mistake. Referee was very right to penalise Zebre there. Mark Gompring Hertz. How you doing, Mark? I don't know if you saying you love me, but thank you if you are. So Pinar, will he take the lead? This is a very straightforward kick for him, so he bloody well should. Kind of a kicker of his longevity and caliber, shall we say? And this will take the Cheetahs back into the lead in Italy, down there in Parma, and a dinky little nudge over the top, and that is 6 plays 3. Cheetahs back into the lead, and we've got about 5 minutes left of this half, in which I have to say not a lot has happened, but hopefully we have I'd say a more entertaining second half. Tiffy Eden launches the high one off the kickoff, very high, lot of hang time on that kick, and it is the big eighth man, or Rudolph, who is hit quite hard, to be honest, for such a big man. Pinar has it at the back of the ruck here, and he will box kick. He can kick it dead, but doesn't. And it is the fullback, Prisciantelli. Oh, and it's been intercepted by Jasper. And the 12 can't catch him. And Jasper with a really good interception try there. And Cheetahs, against the run of play, a man down, score the first try of the game. Immediately after getting the 3 points, they go and get a try. And really good evasive running there from Cohen Jasper. He was almost caught twice, but does really well there. And it's just another loose pass from the fullback and then from the fly half as well. And it's a great elusive run there from Cohen Jasper, and an easy conversion to come for Ruan Pinar. So the Cheetahs do strike first with the tries. And that, at the moment, will be 11 points to 3, but it will be 13-3, with about 3.5 minutes left in this half. Crucial thing is Cheetahs get their player back before the second half. Zebre will be pretty worried about this, I'd imagine, considering they need to be doing a lot more to rectify their URC season, and they are now losing to a Cheetahs side that's barely played any kind of big match rugby recently, in quite a while. Like, I can't remember their last game. And the Cheetahs sink their teeth in first through their winger, Cohen Jasper. And it's good to see the Cheetahs back. I mean, I remember when they were, very, very good side. All right, so Zebre kick off, but I believe there's been in front of the kicker call, and so they'll bring all the way back to halfway. Cheetahs do try and get up there quickly so they can go quickly, but they will have the is that a penalty? No, it's a scrum, and it's Fusco who has been called ahead of the kickoff. Yes, I'd say there was more than just him, but yes. But that's quite I'd say a recurring theme in rugby at the moment, is that there is always at least one player in front of the kicker. And because there's a scrum, there will be a replacement, and it's number 6, which is Gideon van der Merwe, is being replaced so that they have the full front row, which means number 18, who is Henkes van Wyk, is on in place of the yellow-carded Lawrence Victor. Cheetahs will be happy with this, considering that it's been a very stop-start, very lackluster flow game. Mum and pop shop Currie Cup team that barely plays rugby, leading a URC time. Yeah, exactly, Spanky. Like, Zebre have to be worried. They have to be very concerned about this. The scrum will have to be reset as it's wheeled and then gone to ground. So the Cheetahs will get it back again. And there's only less than 20. There's about 25 seconds left on that yellow card. So the Cheetahs will look to just play the rest of it out. It's almost half time, and this is a halftime lead that the Cheetahs will absolutely be happy with. So the scrum is being set. And the after this the next break of play, whether it's halftime or whether it's whatever, the Cheetahs will be back to their full 15. And they've done well off that back of that scrum. Rudolph goes to the left to Lawrence. Lawrence off to his number 13, who tries to run around, and that's Boshoff. He does get tackled. Pinar out the back of the ruck to his number 12, to 14. Zebre fronting up well in the tackle, but then give away the penalty. And the Cheetahs will have a penalty, and I'd take the points here if Pinar's accurate. Go into the lead, go into half time, 13 points clear. That's what I would do. And their full complement will be back on now. And it looks like Pinar will be having a shot at goal here. And I think that is the right choice. Definitely try and get some more points on the board before half time. So Van der Merwe's back on. Lawrence Victor, I imagine, is coming back on, unless he's just been switched. Oh, so Lawrence Victor has been straight subbed. They're not bringing him back on. So the yellow card the yellow card player is not returning to the field. And I think, actually, to be fair, that's probably not a bad decision, especially this close to halftime. Let the player who's come on and had about a couple of minutes, let him get into the game instead of stop start. That's probably a good shout. So Pinar lining up this kick that will bring the end to the half, and Zebre really staring down the barrel of a decent deficit now. Pinar, he's got it. The man can still kick. And that is 16 points to 3. The Cheetahs ahead of Zebre. And Zebre, with it all to do in the second half, they need to sort out their accuracy. They need to do a hell of a lot here. Yes, the Cheetahs haven't been particularly flashy. They haven't. I wouldn't say they've shown that much, but you know what? They're ahead. They're doing well for a side that's barely played rugby recently. Good on them. So that is halftime, guys. We will be back in about 10-15 minutes for the second half. I will see you then, and hopefully we'll have a bit more of a tri-fest in the second half. But go and get a beer, go and get whatever you want, and I will see you for that second half. Cheers, guys. Yeah, no, definitely. All right, we're back for the second half. The teams are on the field, and Cheetahs will be kicking off. They went into that, into the sheds um, for half time there. Uh, Probably very happy with how they're doing, um, considering that they have not played top level rugby in a long time. They will be very happy that they're leading a URC team by 13 points at half time. Referee just waiting to get us underway again. And Ruan Pino will start us off. He kicks long, deep into the Zebre 22. It is just about fielded by the fullback in, what was it, Priscantelli? Yes, Priscantelli. But he's lost. They've lost it, and the Cheetahs are on attack now in the Zebre 22. Let's see what kind of Cheetahs mentality has come out of the halftime break. They're recycling fast. Rudolph. Is it Rudolph? Or is he the. Yeah, no, it's Bernardo, sorry. Lawrence off to Boshoff. In front of him, ball, but he gets man and ball. And there it is, the Henkes van Veek, the replacement front rower. Lawrence does a little kick over the top for Jasper. The ball bounces almost unfavorably for the Italian fullback, but it's he's managed to gather it. And they've cleaned up at the maul. They're going to have to use their forwards a little bit here to set a proper platform for a clearance kick. And Zebre will escape. Oh, it's not a good clearance kick, though. It's, I'd say, just about 5-6 meters inside their own 22. So not a great clearance kick there. And the Cheetahs will be disappointed. Well, I wouldn't say disappointed. They gambled with the kick over the top. But they will be, happy that they've maintained field position. And it will be a throw in by Marnus van der Merwe. They go to the front to Friedel Olivier. Pinar to Bernardo. Pinar again recycles. And this is good movement on the ball here from the Cheetahs. Pinar again. They're using their forwards well to make those kind of inroads. Good, or almost a good counter ruck there from Zebre. They almost managed to get it, but it has kind of squirted out of the ruck, and the Cheetahs have maintained possession. They're using their forwards to kind of gain those millimeters. Oh, and there's a break through the middle, and it is the number 8, and it is Jandre Rudolph, but it's held up. He's been held up, so it will be a goal line drop for Zebre. But what a good charge there from the big number 8. He breaks one, breaks two, almost powers over the fullback, but the fullback manages to get his body underneath it. No, of course. Just checking if it was raining, and of course it is. So they kicked long, but it's not out, and Fortain has it. He feeds back into the almost try scorer in oh my god, Rudolph. And this is much better from the Cheetahs. Dancing feet there from Mafura. He's done bloody well. He feeds Fortain, and they are over. And what a run there from Mafura, the fullback. I think he stepped about 3 different players. And it is big Reynard Fortain who gathers the offload and goes over. And that is the Cheetahs even further in the lead now. And Zebra's alarm bells must be blaring. Must be absolutely blaring. Because what feet there from Mafura. And a great offload too. Brilliant there from the Cheetahs. And that's what I was hoping to see in this half. They are checking to see if he's knocked it on. I don't think so. I'd say he's got it. The momentum from Fortain and his size got him over. So Pinar will have the conversion pretty much dead in front to take it out to a 20-point lead. Zebre will be wondering what they can do at this point. Their maul isn't working. They keep making these errors, compounding errors too. Good stuff there from the Cheetahs, and that is great to see. Great stuff, Cheetahs. So Tiff Eden, get us restarted. He doesn't go as long. In fact, it's nowhere near as long as the other kicks he's used. Cheetahs do gather, and then there's a combat contest in the air, although it's not legal. So there'll be a penalty for the Cheetahs. Yeah, I mean it's minor, like absolutely minor. I think it's a single hand just kind of pulling the guy down slightly, but it's enough to give away a penalty. It's silly, and it ruins their chance of having any field position. They're now back just outside their own 22 after just conceding, and you kind of think that Zebre is like kind of, I would say big match temperament, but it's not. It's any match temperament is pretty terrible. And is it Manus van der Merwe? Manus van der Merwe, yeah, he gets us started, but it's the first line-out steal of the day, slapped back by Zebre, but that actually potentially puts them under more pressure because they're now inside the 22 and have to clear. And Fusco does kick, does look to clear. However, they can't clear it dead, and it's not a great kick either, but it's been gathered by Hesse. It's a good chase there from him. The Cheetahs are looking to counter-ruck this, and they've got over it, but they've conceded a penalty for not releasing. So they came over the top and picked it up, and then in the tackle, they did not release. And it looks like Zebre pulling the bit of the panic button here, and Jake Polledri looks like he's about to join the pitch, and he is a good player. And Tiff Eden gets play back into Cheetahs territory, just outside the Cheetahs 10-meter line. And considering they're down 20 points, you'd think the Zebre players would look a little bit more concerned, but they're smiling and laughing on the sidelines, which is not. I'm not sure if that's a good sign or a bad sign. Probably, I'd lean more towards a bad sign. They do throw to the front to Zebre. The maul, however, is not good, and it immediately comes out the back. Biji has got the ball, and they've just managed to protect it. Fusco will feed, using the forwards midfield, but not going anywhere. Fusco will look to box kick here and get play inside the Cheetahs' half. And Fusco launches a box kick. It's high. Probably, it's actually got good distance on it. And Jasper cannot take it in the air. And Zebre have a chance here. Some dancing feet from their number 14, Truya. Now Zebre looking to actually get some attacking play going, but it's an awful out the back pass from Tiff Eden, with their fullback having to regather, and then their prop tries to kick it through, and it just looks like they do not know what they're doing. Like their prop tried to kick it through, not a little stab either, like a proper hammering. And here's Jake Polledri coming onto the field, along with another bunch of other players in. Who else is coming? So Polledri's coming on. Tiana Fox Matamua is on. So Polledri is replacing Bianchi. The number 1, Fischetti, has gone off, and Luca Rizzoli is on. And then the other change is Taina Fox Matamua, sorry, is on as well. So whole host of changes there for Zebre. Zebre do try to set the maul off that one. It went forward very quickly, but immediately to ground because of that. They couldn't maintain it. Fusco with a kind of a wobbly pass there to the new man, Matamua. And hopefully those subs in Zebra's hope will be that those subs will make a bit of a difference. Fusco with another box kick, and that's way too long. I don't see the point of that. It's too long, and it just means Jasper can mark it, and you give away possession. What's the point? Okay, well, the Jasper does with a good clearance. They could have taken it quickly, but decide not to. They've come up a bit and have taken it quickly, and that's risky but good from Zebre. They're trying something. Pelledri with a good carry here. He's moving forwards. They eventually get him down, but they're inside the Cheetahs 10-meter line now, and that's ingenuitive play there from Zebre. I suppose they do kind of have to chance their arm a few times now, and they got okay, cross kick. I was going to say a drop goal, really? But it's a cross kick from Tiff Eden, and it's been gathered well by their winger, Currie. He's done well with those cross kick takes. The only positive of this game from Zebre. And and it's gone to the centre field to Pelledri. He is man marked this time by Rudolph. And it's been knocked on in the tackle. And the Cheetahs will have a chance to attack here. Mafura decides to dink over the top. He is impeded, but I don't think the ref saw it. So Zebre will have now a chance. And it's broken play now. Pinar can't make his tackle on the winger. But there's an offload that's gone wrong. And the Cheetahs now, I think, have it back. And they do. Jasper is at the back of this ruck. Goes to his forwards, just giving Pinar enough time to get back on his feet. And I imagine he'll look to... No, it looks like he'll pass to Lawrence, and Lawrence will do a driving, clearing kick here. It's a long kick too, and there's a good chase. Oh, if that bounced backwards again, that would have been a great bounce for the winger. Oh, this is really good run from Currie, and unfortunately he's got an ankle tap, but he got out of the way of 3 players there, and they've lost the ball. Cheetahs have the ball, and Pinar decides to kick down into the Zebre half. Unfortunately, very close to a 50-22 there, but absolutely just frantic stuff, and neither team can keep the ball. Oh, there's time off it. Oh, for a sub. Number 21 for Zebre will be coming on, Gonzalo Garcia, and that will be for Fusco. Oh, no, it's not. It's for Tiff Eden, I think. So who's going to 10? That's interesting. So is that Fusco at 10? Looks like Fusco's gone to 10. That is interesting. Who's it? Oh, they think Prisciantelli is going at 10. Because the new man, Garcia, he's not a 10, he's a 9. But and the Cheetahs get the penalty at the maul for going down and then not releasing. Yep, really good there from the number 2 in Manus van der Merwe. It's a great turnover there and penalty forced. And now the Cheetahs are going to get kicked to the corner. They really want to put this game to absolute curtains now. It's been a much better second half to commentate on and watch. We're almost 15 minutes in, and it's been exciting. Good on the Cheetahs. They're playing really, really well. Louis van der Westhuizen is on, and Manus van der Merwe has left us now after that timely steal. He makes his way for the replacement hooker. They go to the middle and set the maul. It's a good throw there from the replacement hooker. The maul has broken apart, and it's a penalty advantage here to the Cheetahs for sacking the maul. Pinar. Rudolph in the center field. They're in front of the poles here, and then there's I keep forgetting his name, Bernardo. Pinar is taken out off the ball, and there'll be another penalty here. And then, is he thinking card? No, just a warning, but I think there may be a card if there's another penalty. Yeah, that was taking Pinar. He didn't even have the ball. So Cheetahs are going to take the points, and I think that's quite clever. I don't think there's a real need here to really, go for bonus points. This is the Challenge Cup. Is the Challenge Cup? To be honest, I don't even know much about the Challenge Cup. Is it tables? Let me have a look. Give me a second. Where's the Challenge Cup? Here we go. So, Challenge Cup. In the Challenge Cup, Claremont beat Edinburgh last night. So, okay, so there are pools. And considering the rest of the pool, I tell you what, Cheetahs, Zebre do not want to lose this game, but they are, and look like they might lose quite significantly at this rate. So the rest of the teams in this pool, we've got the Dragons, Oyeno, Sharks, and Pow, or Po. Sharks and Po, I believe, are playing in an hour. Okay, so straight after this game, the Sharks are playing Po, along with another game in Castra and Scarlets. By the way, this team, Black Lion, where are they from? And who are they? I don't actually know who they are. Does anyone know who Black Lions are? I've literally, yeah. Cheetahs clapping the zebras. The zebras. Well, I suppose, follows the natural order. So, Cheetahs clear. Zebre rise high on the halfway line and claim it. But the Cheetahs are looking to counter-ruck this. They don't manage to, and there's too much play moving forwards on the hands, and there's a penalty for Zebre. Good take there from the new. Is that the new scrummy or is that the winger? No, it's the winger. But yeah, if anyone knows who Black Lions are, they're playing Gloucester at the moment. I've personally not heard of them before. At least I don't think I have. And I think my internet's buggering out. No, there we go. It's back. Yeah. Anyone know who Black Lions are? Let me look at the tables because yeah, who are Black Lions? Okay, so Zebre do use the penalty to get up to the Cheetahs 22. They've taken the line out, gone to the middle and set the maul. Maul's gone to ground legally. And if they can't get it out, it'll be a turnover. Replacement scrummy, Garcia. Yes, got the ball out. Cheetahs are trying to disrupt this ball and steal it. It is midfield. Zebre deciding to play a bit more with the ball now. Oh, and it's a big hit there from Rudolph. There's Pelledri, met well by number 17 in Aluluto Chakweni. Franco Smith with a big hit, big carry up rather. No, yeah, big carry up. Garcia on, it's been dropped cold midfield, and it's a knock on. So another let off for the Cheetahs, and Zebre just cannot get it going today. They really cannot get their attacking play going. They've been incredibly sloppy. Yeah, no, Numinia, you're right. Yeah, look, it's not their first team, but they do have some, Italian players in this team, and they are playing like shite. They're rubbish. Okay, so there's another change. Luca Bigi is off, and Gianpietro Ribaldi is on the field. Also, if you are watching the Champions Cup, Toulon is beating Exeter 18 points to 5. I am genuinely, as a Sharks fan, I'm quite concerned about how we're going to go in this competition, considering. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. I am going to do a quick search while there's a break of play on who the hell this Black Lions team is. Where are they from? Oh, they're Georgian. Okay. I didn't know there was a Georgian team in this competition. That's awesome. I love that. So they are 12 points to 7 down to Gloucester. But that's great. All right, the Cheetahs playing to the left, and it is Fortain who tries a chip over the top for Jasper to chase. Zebre do manage to gather it up, and it is on their 10-meter line. Garcia, sorry, not Bianchi. Garcia fires it out to Pelledri. If you're wondering why Pelledri is wearing 23 today, I imagine it's because he was a late replacement, as he is a forward. Mafura rises high, can't gather it, and Fusco picks it up in the air. But there's a penalty for a shove off the ball, and I believe it was a player was shoved into Mafura as he went up to gather the ball, and that again is just it's it's very well, he wasn't pushed into him, but it's just very silly. It's very silly from Zebre, and it's striking that they're clearly not. Oh, and it's a bad kick from Pinar. He's gone for as much range as possible, and almost. And Zebre, they're going to try and run it out, although they then don't, and then it's a rather average kick by the fullback. But I tell you what, that was almost a monster kick from Pinar. Just doesn't manage to get it all the way to the touchline. But this is worrying from Zebra's perspective. 20 minutes left in this game, 23 points down, and have offered very little in this match. It'll be a Cheetahs line out. They throw to the middle. Pinar recycles to Lawrence. Lawrence to his forwards in the middle. Pinar again to Bernardo. And they're going out the back now. And this is Mafura hitting the line. He's had a good game, I'd say, when he's been injected into this back line. Oh, there he is again. Mafura breaks one tackle. They're about 10 meters into the Zebre 22 now. And there is now a yellow card for Zebre, compounding their worries. 20 minutes left, and 10 minutes of those will be without their winger in Jacopo Truja. And what's this penalty? Where does it come from? Right, so yes, he goes straight off his feet over the ball, tries to get back onto them, but never lets go. And it is cynical, and it's repetitive penalties. And this is really the crisis now for Zebre. And if I was a Zebre supporter here at that stadium, I would potentially have already left by now, because I just can't. I wouldn't be bothered with it anymore. So they go to the center. They go to the middle of the line out there to the Cheetahs. They've set a rolling maul. It's going sideways at the moment. It's broken off here. They will now look to try and push it all the way to the line. It's getting closer. It's getting closer. And they're over. And the Cheetahs score. And it looks like it's the replacement hooker. Hasn't been on the field all that long. Is it? I think it's the replacement hooker in who is it? Louis van der Westhuizen. This is great from the Cheetahs, especially after such an absence from professional rugby. And Zebre, I don't know. I don't know what they do. I don't know where they go. It's not their first team, but they need to be better than this. They need some kind of depth. They can't get their first team can't get thrashed all the time. Then they send their second team and they get thrashed all the time. This is really not good, especially against a Cheetah side with very limited top level rugby matches in the last 2 years. So there's a change. Daniel Martins is on now for the Cheetahs, replacing. Let's see, I think he's replacing Gideon van der Merwe. And there was a change there from, I think, Zebre, but didn't see who it was. Pinar from out wide. And he's got that one too. And that is a 30-point deficit between the two sides. And the Cheetahs will be ecstatic with this scoreline. And why shouldn't they be? They are by far the better side in this game. Zebre offering absolutely nothing at the moment. And Pinar has now been substituted, and it is Ruan Kruger who has replaced him. Zebre making a change as well, and I think it's oh, what's his name? I think it's Franco Smith who's come off. Or actually, no, I think it's Maurici. Cheetahs with a penalty off the kickoff for not keeping their feet, and it's Fatuli Paya who's come on for Franco Smith. So I was right; it was Franco Smith. I love that Zebre is sponsored by Amaretti. One of my favorite cocktails, actually, Amaretti sour, Amaretto sour. Okay, so the Cheetahs have brought play up to halfway with a line out off the back of their penalty. And this is starting to get a rather what's the word? Not unpredictable. Unpleasant scoreline for Zebre. They need to get something, even if it's a couple of tries. The maul's gone to ground, and it comes out the back. Rudolph in the midfield, been held up well. And it's the new man, Currie, who launches a box kick over the end-over-end box kick, but he's kicked it out on the full. So play will come back to about halfway, and Zebre will have the line out. We've got about 15 minutes left of this game. Can Zebre get anything out of this? A couple of tries. What do you guys think? Do you think Zebre have any chance of getting any tries here, or do you think Cheetahs will score a couple more as well? This lineout's taking a long time. Are you gonna throw it? What's going on here? Ribaldi with an absolutely not straight throw, just to make everything for Zebre Palmer worse. And it'll be a Cheetah scrum. And they really can't get anything right, can they? Right. No, that was ages ago. I need to clear this app up. If you're a football fan, Liverpool are leading Crystal Palace 2-1, 96 minutes into the game. If you're a fan, I'm not a football fan, to be honest, in the slightest. There's a change here, and it is Ali Ngijima is replacing Fortain in the centres. He's a decent sized chap. I can't find the sevens. I'll have to find. No, wait, we got sevens. There it is. Okay, so it's Cheetah scrum. Put in by Kruger. It's come all the way to the back very quickly. Yep, Bernardo picks it up at the back. No, sorry, Rudolph picks it up at the back. He then offloads off the floor to his replacement scrum off. Cheetahs have made some good ground off the back of that scrum. Lawrence to his forwards in the middle. Into Van der Westhuizen, but not releasing on the ground, and Zebre do get the penalty. Let's see. In terms of sevens, I am doing later USA versus Great Britain and South Africa versus Ireland. Those are my two games later on today. Actually, I might have the other two as well. I think I do. I think I've got France, Spain, Argentina, Fiji, USA, Great Britain, and South Africa, Ireland, I think. Honestly, I'm not sure. I can't even remember which games I have. But so yeah, you did, Octavia. You told me Cheetahs would win. Yeah, Richard, you're probably not wrong there. I think this Cheetah side wouldn't. They just no. I think they'd be like dragons. I think. Anyway, Zebre on the attack here. They're going to come back for a penalty. No release there, so Cheetahs would have the penalty if they hadn't conceded a penalty earlier. But it's a penalty to Zebre just outside the Cheetahs 22 on the left-hand side of the field. And it is, what's his name? Priscantelli. Priscantelli kicks to the corner. So they do want to get something out of this game. There's no point in going for 3 points at this stage when you're this far down. Zebre throw to the front. They set the maul, which has not worked for them all night, and it does not work for them now. And so Garcia will have to clean up at the back. He'll feed us forwards. Not really going anywhere. Garcia again to Pelledri this time. Probably the one player who's made the only impact off the bench, I'd say. Garcia decides to go himself, is met very quickly by Chakweni and folded. Chris Cantelli at Scomoff feeds his number 22, Paya. Cheetahs challenging hard at these rucks. Oh, and there's a bump off there, and I believe it is the new man, number 23, Gijima. Oh, and then Zebre have lost it forwards. And it's a great offload off the ground by number 21, Goma. Guessing Goma. And there's a long kick foot downfield. And I believe he was inside the 22. So it will be a line out. And that's a huge kick. Decent kick there. Clearance from the Cheetahs. And just total lack of what's the word? Total lack of accuracy in attack, in everything from Zebre. They really just aren't offering much in this match, and not a good sight for a club that is struggling in all competitions it's in at the moment. Like, yes, they're trying to yeah, Chester. I mean, Dragons at the moment aren't great. They really aren't. And I think it would be better. It would be better if they can be worked on rather than just replace them, because Wales don't have that many sides. Okay, so there's another change for the Cheetahs, and Carl Wechner is coming on for, I believe, Victor Sekekete. And I believe that is all of the reserves now for the Cheetahs. Not sure if all of the changes have been made for Zebre just yet. I think Volpe isn't on yet. Right, less than 10 minutes to go. 9 minutes to go. 30 points separating the two sides. Zebre just, I imagine all they'll be wanting to get right now is a try. But you think, Jake Pelledri joining this side, you'd be a bit pissed off with this scoreline. So scrum has to be reset. Cheetahs have played well today. Well, in the second half, they played quite well. 12 minutes to go. No, less than that now. 8.5 minutes to go. And yeah, I've got to admit, like, I'd just be pretty over this game if I was a Zebre player at the moment. So Cheetahs do manage to scrum well. They're going through they're attacking out the back. On Mafura tries to get a kick away. I think I would argue he dropped it before he kicked it, so it should be a knock on. But they challenge at the ensuing ruck, but there isn't. No, the referee has called it a knock on. It's been upgraded to a penalty, and I think it's for a tackle off the ball. No, sorry, it's a player off the ground. And yes, it's number 23 in Gijima. He's kind of tackled the player while he's on the ground. So yeah, penalty. Zebre will try and get their first try of the game here, but they need to be far more accurate than they have been. They're all the way up to the Cheetahs. Well, they're actually inside the Cheetahs 22 now. And it'll be reserve Ribaldi who will be throwing in the lineup. They go to the back, and they've lost the line out. Cheetahs have stolen it. And Lawrence launches a long kick downfield up to halfway. It is fielded by the Zebre player, who tries to step and is hammered. Garcia tries to break down the blind again, met very quickly and hammered. And Zebre have to go again, try and rebuild. They got 7 minutes to do something here. Oh, and it's just horrible passes, but somehow it's done okay for them. Like rugby's a weird game. Um, and it is Pelledri who is on this side there, running with the ball. Zebre do have the ball. Well, that looked a bit forward. Cheetahs have met them in a maul. Player's now gone to ground because of his knees. Oh no, the maul's been called. It doesn't matter. I forgot. The maul's been called. Doesn't matter. And Cheetahs turn over the ball by the ball just not getting out. That's right. Did the Cheetahs play in the Challenge Cup last year? I think they did. Yeah, I think they did. Um, that's true. Sean O'Farrell, yeah, Black Lion from Black Lion from Georgia in the URC. That would be interesting. I think what they're trying to do though is they want countries that have more than one team. But yes, I would love to have a Jordan. I would love to have a Jordan team in it, and that would be the Black Lions. And how's the scoreline for them at the moment against Gloucester? Let's have a look. Give me a sec. Against Gloucester, the Black Lions are. Oh, okay. They're only 2 points down against Gloucester. Look, it's not going to be Gloucester's first team side. No, it's certainly not their first team string side. But although Johnny May is playing, I'm just looking at their side now. Sean Atkinson's in it, but other than that, it's mostly their second string side. Although Max Llewellyn's in the team, Ludlow's there, George McGuigan's on the bench. So yeah, it's a bit of a tester for the newer players and the fringe players. So Cheetah scrum, they do feed it, and it is but no, it's not. It's Rudolph. Rudolph, yeah, he breaks off the side, and then it's a knock on from the Cheetahs, I think, or is it going into touch? No, it's a penalty. And it's off the ball stuff. But it was a great little break off the side from Rudolph. Who is it? Who does what here? I didn't see what the penalty was for. But Cheetahs have the penalty. They'll kick to the corner. They get it up to about the 22. And in a game where, Zebre now have nothing to, well, they're not going to win, obviously. They're not even going to get a bonus point. But this is where you'd want, like, say, non-first team players to show character, to show that, they will play to the end. They will really throw themselves into this and to show something of quality. And they're just not. They're giving away stupid penalties for being petulant. And it's a mark of a side that's frustrated, but also just kind of over it. And it's not good. It's not a good look for a URC side. But the Cheetahs will continue this game at their kind of attacking style. They're looking to be less. Oh, and Gijima with a brilliant line break there. Lawrence putting him through a hole, almost up to the 5-meter line. Cheetahs looking to make this a 40-point ball game. And it's Chakweni with a carry. Almost a knock on there as they try to get it free. Bernardo met well, but by 2 players, so they are sucking in players, and it's a huge knock on. And Zebre will try to run it out, and try some, and they've done well here. Here's Currie. Currie's been decent actually. He's been one of the few players where I'm just like, yeah, he's been all right with his very limited opportunities. Oh, and it's horrible from Zebre with a huge knock on, but there's a penalty here, and I believe it's for an tackle off the ball from a Cheetahs player. But yeah, not great. And Chiantelli, I think, Chris Chiantelli has taken it quickly. Oh, and there's an opportunity here. Fusco's got it on the line. He bounces Mafura, but then there is a track back tackle. Zebre are using offloads here. Garcia to Fusco. Fusco is met. They're inside the Cheetahs 22. Zebre just, I think they'll be, with the way this game's gone, they'll be happy with just a try. Pelledri tries a carry, but it's just kind of stopped dead in his tracks. And now the ball's really slow ball at the back of this ruck. And Cheetahs will be happy with this kind of very slow play. Rudolph tries to get over, but he's gone to ground. 2.5 minutes left. Will Zebre be able to score a try? Garcia, not a good pass, but it's picked up well by Paya. Priscantelli feeds his forwards, and that is Volpe. I didn't see when he came on, but he is on now. Out the back, Priscantelli out to Fusco. Fusco might get in the corner here. Oh, and it's a great hit from Mafura to deny him in the corner. Oh, he might have. Hang on, did he? I didn't see him place the ball. He got it. Really? Oh, he might actually have got that. The camera angle was terrible in the initial view. It's a good attempted tackle from Mafura, although they might check if it's a no arms. But I think Zebre might have their try through Fusco, the scrum half. No, the check. Oh, I think he stepped out. I'd check his foot there. No, they haven't even checked it. And the conversion attempt is off the upright, so they do get a try. Although I would have checked his foot, but fine. With a minute to play, Zebre have got their first try of the game. What do you guys think? I think there was a foot and touch there. What do you guys think? Game's almost gone now. Game's almost over. And it is 33 points to 8 with about a minute left. So pretty much the final play of the game here. Lawrence to get us restarted. And this has been a really decent game from a team that's been starved of match day opportunities here. Cheetahs have played really well. Ball squirted out the side, and it is the number 8 who's just come straight through. Rudolph. No, not. Yeah, it is Rudolph. And stolen it. So the Cheetahs have it back. They have one more play here. Lawrence out to Jasper on the wing. Takes on his man on the wing and loses it forwards. So there will be a little twist, and there'll be one more scrum of this game. And that was good from the Cheetahs, but just lost it in the tackle. In the tackle of Luca No, it wasn't. It was Fusco, who's been playing on the wing since Garcia came on. Ruan Pienaar gets man of the match, the oldest player on the pitch. Actually, I'm going to check how old he is, and I'll let you guys know, because I don't know exactly how old he is. Ruan Pienaar he was born in 84. He's 39 years old. My God. Good lad. God, I remember when he was 20. I was still living in South Africa when he was in his 20s playing for the Sharks. That was a long time ago. So the Zebre have the scrum and get absolutely monstered in that scrum. They do somehow get the ball away. And I think it's Pelledri who comes away with it. Garcia. It's not accurate passing, but they've still got it. So no, this is Paya. Paya's got a break here. He then goes to Jesse on the wing. He's being chased by both, and Mafura doesn't get him. Oh, and Jesse with a brilliant solo effort for a try. And you know what? He's been their best player today. And what a solo effort there from Jesse. So Zebre hit back with 2 tries in the last 5 minutes. But again, just, lack of anything. But it's because he does go to ground, but kind of slides and is not held, so he can get straight back up. And very good solo effort there from Simone Jesse. And I would say, but it was a good break there from Paya, who passed to Jesse. and Mafura should have got an arm around him so that he couldn't get up. But and he'll be annoyed by that. But good end to the game from Zebre. It's a good 80-85 meter try there. And that will bring curtains to the game. The kick is over, and I believe that is 33 points to 15. So 33 points to 15, and that's actually, considering everything, that's a flattering score for Zebre. They looked not too bad. They were awful in this game until the end. It offered absolutely nothing. Um, but Cheetahs will be very happy with that end scoreline, especially after just so little rugby in the last 2 years. So that's the end of the game, everyone. That is 33 points to 15. You're for South Africans, you'll be happy with that, considering. And that will be that. I just as I was saying, guys, I am on a bit later. We have a lot of content throughout the day. Check out the stream of the Sharks game starting soon, as well as some other matches. Don't forget to check out the Sevens coming on a bit later. There's also Castra vs Scarlets. Although we're only showing the Sharks game, we're only showing the South African games today. And then tomorrow we have the Lions game. But then we've also got a few other games tomorrow in the Champions Cup. I will be back tomorrow for the Leicester versus the Stormers game, which I'm very excited for. My cousin's on the bench for Leicester, so hopefully he gets some decent game time there. And then obviously big crunch game in just under 3 hours from now. Bulls versus Saracens, big game. Make sure you check out that match. I think it's Steve who's streaming that game, so go and give him some love. And I will check you guys later for some sevens action. Have a great evening, guys, and see you later. Cheers.